In 1946, when the first general-purpose electronic computer was introduced to the world, it weighed more than 30 tons and could process 5,000 addition problems per second. It was built for the Army to range artillery rounds. A quarter century later, the guidance system that took man to the moon on Apollo 11 was controlled by a car-sized computer here on Earth. It could process about 103,000 functions per second.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Today, cell phones can process an astonishing 3,360,000,000 instructions per second as people use them for everyday tasks, such as reading books, borrowing periodicals, and listening to audiobooks from their local library.
Also, more recently, I have gotten a lot of questions involving CameliaNet, as well as our website and how they can check out books digitally versus, in person.
Keeping up with technological advances in our world can be difficult, especially for those who are not computer savvy. That's why the Public Library of Anniston in Calhoun County offers seminars for patrons wanting to learn how to use their electronic devices to access the library's digital services. Classes are offered Tuesdays at 9 a.m. at the Carver Branch Library, and programs based on library online resources are held the first Wednesday of the month at 2 p.m. in the Ayers Room at the main library. They also offer one-on-one help.
Sometimes I get a little leeway in advance, and so I can kind of research it before they show up. But lots of times we'll have a patron come in, and they're just like, how do I do this? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you know what, we're going to figure it out together.
Expanding the library's patrons' technical knowledge doesn't stop at knowing how to download ebooks and such. The library acts as an electronic bridge to programs and online resources such as Accelerated Reading List, the Library for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Department of Motor Vehicle Practice Test, Homework Alabama, tax forms, and, of course, the Alabama Virtual Library.
I did a couple classes before, and I've done a few other seminars on things specific to the library's website, as well as to the Alabama Virtual Library, and gotten a lot of feedback of just, I didn't even know that we had this.
They also provide links to more than 4,000 magazine titles available via the CameliaNet. That includes almost 1,000 international magazines in more than 20 languages. Those include magazines from Spain, France, Germany, Sweden, Africa, China, and Russia. Sometimes managing all this requires an ability to deftly navigate the web, and the library tries to help patrons do just that.
And kind of, teach people who don't necessarily know a lot about computers that it's really not this, big scary thing. You just gotta practice makes perfect, just like riding a bike.
There are banks of computer terminals at both the main library and at the Carver Branch on 14th Street. These are available for individuals and groups to use. They are also used to teach patrons things ranging from basic topics like navigating the internet to some things a bit more advanced.
Coding is a really good skill to learn. It's still a really kind of niche audience, especially around here. It's I've taught it mainly for our homeschoolers class, which we do normally up until about the summertime.
There's also a digital recording studio patrons can use to record voice tracks and musical instruments, even drums. The Public Library of Anniston in Calhoun County continues to grow and change as our world changes. The library's staff is working to help patrons make that journey with them, wherever technology takes us.